Hello everybody, my name is Aaron aka AaronPullin'Teeth and welcome to part 3, the final part of Backlash here in Universe Mode. And we are kicking things off with an open challenge in this final part. Roman Reigns has not really been shown off all that much in Universe Mode, not since early on. So he wanted to come out here and have an open challenge tonight just to get himself on the card. And we're told that it did not take long for somebody to jump at the opportunity to face Roman Reigns tonight. We still don't know who is the opponent tonight. God, Heyman looks fired up. I say we don't know who the opponent is tonight for Roman. We have not been told. All we know is it's someone who knows Roman pretty damn well. And like I said, they heard about the open challenge and they jumped at the chance. I wonder if it's somebody we've already seen or if it's somebody we have not yet seen here in Universe Mode. It'll be interesting to see. I'm curious to say the least. Stepping away from the universe for a split second, I just want to say I have just looked on my phone. I took a break between recording part 2 and this part, and while I was getting something to eat and stacking up on ice, because my God, it is the warmest day like on record here in the UK. I looked online and found out parts of my country are bursting into flames right now. Like there are literally parts of the south that are on fire because of this heat. I gave my mum a call because she's off on holiday, but further up north. She was saying while they were driving along to the shop earlier, they saw a squirrel in the middle of the road that had not been hit by a car. It had just died of the heat in the middle of the road. So, yeah, we're struggling over here. We are in a struggle at the moment. Best wishes send this way, please. Although when this comes out, this is not going to come out when it's hottest day of the year. We'll have long past that by that point. But still, this one is being recorded. But let's find out who Roman's opponent is tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who does know Roman exceptionally well burst onto the scene in WWE together. They fought each other and fought with each other numerous times. Brothers in arms on numerous occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jon Moxley, formerly known to Roman Reigns as Dean Ambrose. Moxley we have seen in Universe Mode once before, I believe, when he was attacked by Sami Zayn. When Sami was Sami went and took Mox's place. It was meant to be Mox versus the Hurricane. Sami attacked Mox backstage and took his place in that match. This is Mox's first chance back here since that attack. And he is going to face one of the best in the WWE, one of the best currently going, and a man he knows very well, a man he has called brother on a number of occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns, Jon Moxley. Probably the best incarnations of either one of these men. Ring that bell. This is going to be a brawl. This is really going to be brutal as hell. Mox, already, is he going for the paradigm shift already? No. Just goes for the suplex, double underhook, butterfly style suplex, holding it in for the pin. See, Mox, when he was last in the WWE, probably wasn't as well built as this. And Roman wasn't quite at full power last time either when these two saw each other. But they're here in a ring, one-on-one right now. Snake eyes from Roman. You've got to think this match could go a long way as to seeing who might be next in line for the Undisputed Championship. Though we have seen Jeff get the better of Kevin Owens earlier this evening, granted by count out, but at the same time it was still a win. A win is a win. Big boot to Mox's face there, and Roman already going in for a cover. Not even a 1 count, and Moxley powers out of it. These two men on top of their game right now. Two of the best in the world. Northern Light suplex from Mox. He seems to be really eyeing up Roman. Got the arm, ringing it down, placing it on the floor. That's not his Superman punch arm, but still, that is. Mox working on Roman's arms, which, you know, Roman's biggest hits are the spear, the guillotine choke, and the Superman punch. All of which require his arms to be at full strength. At least one of them, so it makes sense for Mox to work on both, but exploder suplex there from Roman. Sends Moxley almost into the ropes. Now just beating him down. And say this was gonna be a war. These two men know each other exceptionally well. Superman punch already. I think he sort of caught Mox in the back of the head. 1, 2. Oh, almost had it after that Superman punch. I don't think Mox was ready for that. Roman now playing to the crowd. Not surprising, really. He's got this match perfectly in hand right now. Dropping Mox down. Roman's building a lot of momentum. Mox comes charging in. Look, he was going for a lariat, but Roman caught him running in. He's got him going for a suplex. Holds him in the air. Delayed. Slams him down jackhammer style. Now Roman's setting up for the spear. Roman's setting up for the spear. Is Mox going to see it coming? No, Mox got caught with the spear. Roman is dominating this one. Cover from Reigns. Is that it? 1, 2. Is Moxley finished? Yes, he is already. Roman stepped up tonight. He offered an open challenge. An old friend took it. And Roman walks through Mox like it was nothing. Kind of surprising, not going to lie, how easily Roman walked through Moxley. Maybe Moxley was holding back. Mox looks really disappointed in himself, and I'm not surprised. I really don't blame him. He's let people down tonight in this one. Really didn't show up for this match. Well, folks, before we move on, our next contest is going to be for the World's Heavyweight Championship. It is technically our main event of the evening, but also not really, because there's an unsanctioned match following that. One-on-one Sami Zayn versus the Hurricane is the unsanctioned match following the show, technically. Inverted commas, I'm doing them, but I'm not on camera, so you can't see. So just be aware, when we say this is the main event, it kind of is, kind of isn't. Either way, World Heavyweight Championship on the line, coming up next, folks. Wait, right where you are, that one's happening right now. Well, folks, it's time for the World Heavyweight Championship to be on the line.
It is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Pretty sure that's what I just said. Well, here comes the challenger, folks. Shawn Michaels is out here tonight. New attire and everything. He's wearing the DX shirt. Shawn clearly came to play tonight. Wrist taped and everything. See how he does against old Kyle. But of course, Kyle O'Reilly probably not going to be coming out here alone. Kyle has friends. Shawn is a man on an island at the moment. Well, this is probably Shawn's last opportunity at this championship, at least for some damn time. This is his second chance going against Kyle O'Reilly. He's probably not going to be able to talk his way into another one. He'd have to probably start from the bottom and work his way back up. It's do or die for Shawn here. And you got to know who's going to be waiting in the wings on these two. You got to know who's going to be watching closely. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is going to be watching this one very, very close. He made an impression recently, beating Kyle O'Reilly one-on-one. And of course, Kyle is not coming alone. Flanked by his boys, Rancid Adam and Bobby Lashley. Kyle O'Reilly, leader of the league. World's Heavyweight Champion. When he stepped up with Shawn at the last pay-per-view at Money in the Bank, everyone was kind of surprised that Kyle actually managed to walk away with the victory, but I'm really not. Kyle's in his prime. Shawn is long past his prime. Granted, Shawn Michaels is the kind of competitor that kind of had two primes. The prime that he had in the late 90s, like 97-ish, 96, 97, and then the prime he had in like 2002 to like 2005, 2006-ish, let's be real. And then he went and put on one of the best matches there's like ever been in WrestleMania against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Shawn is a legend, one of the best to ever do it. Arguably the best to ever do it. When you talk about the best to ever step foot in the ring, Shawn Michaels' name will come up in that conversation. Whether you agree with him being the best or not could be a different story. But you can't deny he will be discussed in that frame, in that little picture of best ever. And if your name is put in that discussion, you can't argue with the fact that you could step into any opportunity and Shawn could walk away champ tonight. However, he is dealing with somebody in their prime and somebody who is on their way to becoming one of the best, Kyle O'Reilly. And when he's accompanied by, well, a muscle-bound beefcake like Bobby Lashley and an insane clown like Rancid Adam, it is difficult to bet against Kyle in this one. Granted, there is DQ and count out, but Kyle is champ, so championship advantage. If the league want to get involved, then technically they can, and Kyle would still walk away champ. I'm not sure they're going to, though. I think Shawn and Kyle have got something of an agreement if they want to settle this. We've seen them teaming together on and off over the past couple of weeks. So the GMs of Raw, should I say, have been trying to... Nope.
Weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
As I was saying, the GM's trying to get them to put these differences aside, but they couldn't do it.
And introducing the champion from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 200 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, Kyle O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, World's Champion. Granted, he did walk away with that championship via luck of the draw when we started Universe Mode. He just got randoed as world champ, but he's been a fighting champion since. Surrounded himself with the league, beat Shawn Michaels at Money in the Bank, stood toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. Granted, he didn't walk away with a victory that night, but it was non-title. Ring the bell, here we go, World Championship on the line, technically your main event of the evening. German suplex starting things off, Kyle not wasting any time. Tried to put Shawn away very quickly. Wasn't able to do so, Shawn kicked out at 1. At the same time, it was the first move of the match. Shawn already getting nasty, headlocking Kyle and punching him in the nose. So Shawn not afraid to get brutal when he wants to, he's not afraid to get mean and nasty. He's been known to do so in the past. Well, it's just straight right punches to the top of Kyle's head. But Kyle blocks it when Shawn got to about 3 or 4. Oh, top collar and elbow now. Kyle walking Shawn towards the ropes. Kyle as well, not afraid to get nasty. Oh, but backdropped over the ropes to the floor, and Shawn's going up top. Shawn's going to fly. Can he still fly? He's calling Kyle up to his feet. What's Shawn thinking? Is he thinking axe handle? He is! Axe handle off the ropes to the floor. Once upon a time, that would probably have been a moonsault from Shawn, but he is a lot older now. He's not quite the man he used to be, but here's Adam and Lashley. They stopped themselves from getting involved, but they've certainly made their presence felt. Shawn doing his best to ignore him, but he's got to know they're right behind him. They could strike at any time. Shawn's just playing purely on the chance that they don't. Shawn taking a lot of faith here. Trying to pull Kyle's arm out of his socket. Shawn needs to get this match back in the ring. We're at a 7 count already. Shawn into the ring now. Is he going to break the count? No, he's going to show off on the corner. Trying to get Kyle off his game. Kyle back in. Oh, clothesline attempt. Kyle reverses it. Flips down the side. Kicks Shawn in the chest. That was smooth. Kyle O'Reilly is very smooth. Now he's got him in a triangle choke. Is Shawn going to drop? No, Shawn's not going to tap. Shawn's going to flip out of it. Sorry, I just realised my dog is drooling on my foot. That was very weird. It's very warm for him. Oh, Shawn went for the diving forearm, but Kyle saw it coming, sidestepped him, swatted him down, and now working on the leg. You take out the leg of Shawn Michaels, he's going to struggle to super kick you, regardless of which leg it is. If you get the leg that he hits you with a super kick, then he's not going to have as much power behind it. And if you get the leg that he doesn't use for the super kick, he's not going to be able to plant with that base that he needs in order to get the force. So it's quite smart to work on a leg of Shawn. You take out his biggest weapon. And honestly, you also take out the elbow drop. That's just reminded me. Because he's going to struggle to get up top. Doesn't go for the elbow. Instead, goes for a diving splash. Shawn, though, has been around the block enough times that he's got multiple ways of being able to put people away. Although getting brainbusted is not good for you. Cover from O'Reilly. 1, 2. Is that it? Is he retained? No. Shawn survives it. Like I said, Shawn's got plenty of ways to put you away. The super kick is just his favourite, but he's got the elbow drop, he's got the sharpshooter, he's got the figure 4. Oh, Kyle though. Kyle's going to try to choke him out. Guillotining him. Kyle with a guillotine on Shawn's centre of the ring. Can Shawn survive this? Will he tap? Has Kyle done enough? The brainbuster. The brainbuster followed by the guillotine might be enough. No, I think Shawn escaped. I think he jabbed Kyle in the ribs and got out of it. But Kyle's still in complete control. Kyle O'Reilly's got a vast array of submissions he can use to put you away at any time, as well as that diving knee drop, the brainbuster. He's got multiple. Oh God! That was somewhat out of nowhere. What did he even do to put Shawn away? What was even the final move? I'm not quite sure. That guillotine choke must have really taken Shawn out. I don't know if Shawn's alright, because someone check on him. Brainbuster there. Shawn Michaels might be seriously hurt. Like, that was bad. Like, Shawn, I don't really know what happened. But just seemingly out of nowhere, Shawn was just out of it. I mean, congrats to Kyle O'Reilly, I guess, but I suppose we're going to need to check for an update on Shawn Michaels at some point. Well, folks, technically that would be the end of the show. However, stick around if you choose, because we have an unsanctioned, no disqualification match coming up next between the Hurricane and Sami Zayn. You're not going to want to miss it, folks. And right where you are, we're coming right back. Well, folks, here we are for the final part of Backlash. Sami Zayn making his way out here to face the Hurricane unsanctioned. Technically, whatever happens, the company is not held responsible for. Well, this is interesting. Sami Zayn taking on the superhero in the Hurricane, and he's come out here in he's come out here in his alter ego. Sami Zayn out here alter egoing it up. Those of you that don't know, Sami Zayn, once upon a time, I mean, depending on who you ask, was once known as El Generico. I mean, we believe. There's two rumors going around. Either Sami Zayn was once known as El Generico, or Sami Zayn was trained by El Generico, and El Generico retired to run an orphanage somewhere. Or El Generico died. We don't really know. There's multiple stories. But either way, Sami Zayn channeling El Generico this evening in this unsanctioned fight to take on the Hurricane. I mean, I believe that Sami is just doing this to get in the Hurricane's head. It's a smart way of doing it. Sami getting out of the ring to wait for the Hurricane to come out here. Of course, both these men tonight will have no restrictions. There's going to be no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything they do to each other tonight is going to be completely legal. The match can only end via pinfall or submission in the ring. Like I say, the company will not be held responsible for what happens in this one. It's not going to count on a win or loss record. It's just between these two men. Things got personal very quickly between these two. So tonight, they're ending it. Unsanctioned. Technically after the show is finished. Let's see how this goes. Referee is purely going to be here to count a pinfall or call for a submission. Ring the bell, ref. Here we go. No rules. Hurricane already comes out swinging. Oh, God, sends Sami into the middle rope with the head scissors. Hurricane building up a head of steam. Drop kick. Should we call him Sami or should we call him Generico? I'm not really sure what to call him. Now working on the knee is the Hurricane. Now here's the curious thing. Will either of these men even actually go for any weapons? Oh, modified figure 4 there. Somewhat of a sharpshooter style figure 4 from the Hurricane. Hurricane, one of the most innovative superstars there has ever been in the WWE. Invented many moves. Off the rope, frog splash. We saw Mysterio use that earlier to put away Baron Corbin. Hurricane using it here to beat down Sami. Now he's going to work on the arm. Drops the knee. I say either of these men, if they wanted to, they could go and get weapons. They might choose not to, but the option is there. And they might just make it into a fight. It looks like that seems to be what the Hurricane's content to do. Make it into a fight. Try to tap Sami out here. Or pull his mask off. It's hard to tell. Slipping out the back goes Sami. And drops Hurricane with a neck breaker. Oh, and Sami's going out of the ring. It didn't take Sami long to decide to take advantage of the no disqualification rules. He's got himself a kendo stick. Hurricane! Oh, Sami chuckered him in. Hurricane went for a diving plancher over the top. And Sami just dove in the ring. Not able to use the kendo stick, but the Hurricane's got it now. Swinging. Oh, Sami blocked it last second. Got the Hurricane up. What's he thinking? Oh, snake eyes him on the apron. That's innovative. Well, sort of. Smart, at the very least. Sends Hurricane back into the ring. Sami following him in. The kendo stick still outside. No one was able to use it. Sami went for it. Scooping it. Oh, Michinoku driver. I thought he might be thinking scoop slam, but instead drops in with the Michinoku driver. Much more impactful. Stomping away on the Hurricane's head. There's now Sami's going up top. What's he thinking? Swanton from Sami. Picture perfect. That was beautiful. Cover. Hurricane might be all done for. No, 2 count. The Hurricane kicks out. Sami going back outside the ring. Sami might be thinking weapon again. What's he thinking this time? Oh, he's got a sledgehammer. And Sami, oh, shot to the ribs with a sledgehammer. Tries to drive it down again, but Hurricane rolls through with it. It's got to be hurt after the sledgehammer shot to the ribs, sending Sami over to the apron. Punch to the face. What's Hurricane thinking? Or is he thinking back suplex? He is. On the apron, hardest part of the ring. Right, it's Hurricane calling for a choke slam. He might be calling for the Hur choke slam. He's picking Sami up. Hurricane, no, kick to the ribs. Sami saw whatever the Hurricane had planned coming. Sends him face first into the LED board. Sami getting back in the ring to catch his breath a second. Pointing at the crowd. Hurricane comes in behind him. Sami springboard tornado DDT. Plants the Hurricane, center of the ring. Sami shoots the half cover. Is this it? 1. No, just a 1 count and the Hurricane kicked out. That springboard tornado DDT. Impressive from the Hurricane kicking out there, but Sami's thinking Blue Thunder. Slammed him center of the ring, near enough. Doesn't hold it in for the pin. Instead, he's going back to that sledgehammer and drops it on the Hurricane's hand. And again. Oh, the Hurricane dives in with a forearm smash. Sami back up to his feet, but gets caught with an uppercut. Kick to the ribs. Sami. Oh God, Ricola. Sami, Orange Crush powerbomb style. Very nice. That was almost an Orange Crush. It was Sami's own variation of it. Sami back up top. He's calling for the Hurricane to get to his feet. Hurricane's up. Sami decides against it. He might have thought there was a bit too much distance there. Instead, he goes for a backbreaker. Standing the Hurricane back up. Sami in complete control right now. Kick to the ribs. Forearm to the face. Sends Hurricane across the ring. Is he thinking Haluva? He went for it. Hurricane got out of the way. Kicks Sami in the back of the knee. Goes for a jumping neck breaker. Slam down choke slam style. These two have got back and forth action here between them. Goes back to the backbreaker again. Hurricane might be perfectly set up for a diving attack, but again he goes to that sledgehammer. Tries to drive it down. Doesn't land it. Hurricane swatted away. Kick to the ribs again from Sami. Sami might be thinking brainbuster. No, snap suplex instead. Smart from Sami trying to keep Hurricane grounded as he got it on the snap too. Hurricane's still surviving in this one. Barely, but he is still surviving. Brought back up to his feet. Big boot attempt. Hurricane sidestepped. It could have been all she wrote if he hit the haluva kick, did Sami, but Hurricane did see it coming. Big overhead chop. Sami dropped to the mat. Sits out. Almost onto that sledgehammer, actually. That could have been harsh. A sledgehammer up the backside. Nice stomp to the ribs from the Hurricane. Now Hurricane's got the sledgehammer. Went to use it. Sami kicked away at the legs, causing Hurricane to drop it. Nice combination there from Sami. Kicks to the ribs. Punch to the face. Big boot. Sami's thinking Blue Thunder again. Connects and he holds it in for the pin. 1, 2. Blue Thunder bomb and he gets the victory with the Blue Thunder bomb. Center of the ring. Rechanneling El Generico once again. But Hurricane's back up to his feet and Sami quickly rolls out of there. Hurricane not happy. Hurricane dropping the ref. Hurricane mad that he's been losing to Sami. Back and forth. It was unsanctioned, but maybe it isn't finished between these two. Either way, folks, that is going to finish it for the show tonight. So thank you all so much for joining me for Backlash. It has been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. All the fun stuff. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.